Good evening. 3 hours after police were called about a possible hostage situation at a bowling alley in Columbia City, officers discovered the building was empty. News Channel 15's Sara Wagner was on the scene all evening and joins us now live with the latest on how things ended.
Good evening, Heather. I can tell you it was a very active and crowded scene here on Main Street. That all clear given around 8:40, just about 2 hours ago. The courthouse green sits just a couple blocks down from Main Street bowling alley here on Main Street. So tons of people watching everything unfold as firefighters had several roads blocked off when everything was happening. Luckily, Main Bowl was closed today for Memorial Day, so no one was here when the call came in around 5:20 tonight. A man who identified himself as Mike told police dispatch that he was in the Main Bowl bowling alley. He said he'd had a fight with his girlfriend, that he'd hurt her, had a weapon with him, and he was going to possibly hurt himself and get in a shootout with police. Multiple police departments responded. You could also see officers with long guns and handguns near squad cars with their weapons pointed toward the bowling alley. SWAT and tactical officers tried to make contact with anyone who might be inside. You could hear them yelling, "Michael, this is the Indiana State Police. Come out with your hands up." No one ended up coming out, so they also sent a robot in, and that's when they found nothing or no one. Columbia City Police said they had 2 officers on staff today, which is typical, but obviously that number quickly grew to more than 50 law enforcement officers during the height of the situation. The police chief tells us it's been years since this small town has had anything like this happen.
Obviously, it's a small town, so when something like this happens, this is a big deal. A lot of resources have been dumped on this scene today, and we're fortunate that at this point, the building was empty and no one's hurt. So we're glad that that's the outcome. But now we have an investigation to work.
There is an apartment above the bowling alley. 3 people had to be evacuated from there. I actually just talked to the man that lives there. He wasn't home at the time, but said police actually had to help his girlfriend and his 2 children out from the air conditioning unit. They pulled that out and pulled them out of the window to evacuate. There's also a restaurant just a couple doors down called Senor Fajitas. That also had to be evacuated. Several people from there. This case is obviously still under investigation. Police trying to trace that call, figure out who might be responsible, but aren't releasing any more details than that at this time. Of course, we'll have all the latest for you on First News starting at 5 a.m. and on Wayne.com. We're live in Columbia City. Sara Wagner, News Channel 15.